ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Oh my gosh, yep, dude, I mean... Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends VenomPool Build-A-Figure Waves Carnage. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. And while you're down there, please go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. We need those 1 million subscribers. And this looks awesome already. Oh my god, I'm so stoked for this. Really nice packaging over here too. It says Venom right there and Carnage at the bottom, and then on the side, nice image of Carnage, and then on the back you can see a beautiful product shot. There's a read-up over here in multiple languages, and then you can see almost all the other figures from the wave. I guess the movie Venom figure doesn't count. I don't really know, but there's the VenomPool, and then there's Carnage again. You get a nice spot varnished Venom logo on the top, not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. So the figure comes with 2 head sculpts. It does come with a Build-A-Figure piece and a coffee stain. So I guess aside from this one picture right here, all the other images show the symbol on the forehead going the opposite direction. But I have not read Absolute Carnage, and after doing some research, oh my goodness, I really want to. So this is basically a god Carnage, or the god of the symbiotes bonded with Cletus Cassidy, and we have this god Carnage over here, and he has the ability to absorb the previous hosts of the Carnage symbiote. One of them is Norman Osborn, and because I guess his mind wasn't completely absorbed from the symbiote, he's able to independently have the Carnage symbiote with him. So you can use this head sculpt right over here for a Cletus Cassidy, which is great. And I gotta say, even though I haven't read the books yet, I love this head sculpt. This is so damn clean. It looks really good. I love this fade with the black paint over the red. That is awesome. Looks good in the 4K, no? And all these little tendril pieces and everything that you're seeing, that is sculpted on there. That's not just painted on there. That is absolutely there. And I think they did a pretty good job. Pretty accurate application of those paint apps for the sculpt. I was hoping this had an articulated jaw, but nope, it does not. And then we also get a regular Carnage head sculpt, or you could use this as your Norman Osborn Carnage. So I think that's very cool, because if you guys remember, you know, yeah, Carnage and Norman bonded together to make the Red Goblin, and you can see that we get the same sculpted detail right here with the paint applications on those sculpted tendrils, and it just looks really good. You can see some minor misfires right over here, so it's not 100% on there, 100% accurately placed, but I really like it. The biggest problem for me with this though is that I do have this little bit of paint missing right here, and the white eyes just missed the mark too much for me to really be stoked about this head sculpt as much as I want to, so I am a little bit bummed about that. Fortunately, you can pop on the older Carnage head sculpt on here. This is the previous Carnage head sculpt, and that looks great. You know, I don't think it looks as cool without having the sculpted detail. This is all just tampoed on there, and the reds are slightly different, but not enough to really bother me, so I could have that on display if I'd like. And then if you wanted to put the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure Waves Cletus Cassidy head sculpt on here, you can do that too. The neck does look a little bit long. It's just that the hole in this head sculpt right here isn't deep enough to fully take over that ball and hinge. So yeah, you're gonna get some weird gappage right over there, but still you can make it work. I still had some fun taking pictures of the figure looking like this. If you want to put on a Norman Osborn head sculpt that came with the Vintage Collection Green Goblin, you can do that too. This actually sits a little better on the body over the Cletus head. There's this weird gap thing in the back, but yeah, that is pretty sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this right back on here, and looking at the back of the figure, because we get this new accessory piece right here with all these Carnage tendrils coming out of it, and the whole thing is fully sculpted. Now, I don't like these little spiky things. I feel like this is just a little too symmetrical. I thought to myself, oh, that's an Absolute Carnage thing, and then after looking up images, it's not. It's just kind of the way they designed this. So, or maybe there's another artist that worked on the books that I'm not familiar with or that I didn't see that did this, but that's my only gripe. There's a little bit too much order there. I expect a little bit more chaos from Carnage. But looking at the back piece, I think it looks really good. And you could remove this if you'd like, so that's cool. If you're like me and you're not the biggest fan of those rigidy symbiote goop parts, you could go ahead and take the previous Carnage piece and add it right there if you'd like. So that works out as well. I don't know, I'm actually kind of leaning more towards this one though. Probably because I'm such a sucker for sculpted detail and awesome paint apps. So you could even see the muscle fibers on this thing. That is sick. But yeah, taking this off and looking at the back of the figure once again, I mean, jeez, look at the muscle fibers in those armpit joints right here, the butterfly joints. You just see all kinds of sculpted detail throughout. It looks amazing. Oh, man, all the joints, just everything looks really good here. I'm just so pleased with this. This is fantastic. Wow, such a great looking figure. Then when you pull back, you can see how much sculpt and paint keeps going through there. That is incredible. Same thing on the back right there. Look, keeps going. Awesome. You can see it stops a little bit right there because, you know, you don't want to ruin that, but they kept the muscle fiber sculpt in there too. Man, when you move the shoulders outward and everything, it goes in there very fine. The only part where I feel like this extra sculpting really hinders anything is in the butterfly joints, but not even that much, you know, not really. You can see the butt cheek muscle fibers right there. And then the legs look really good. The whole thing is just very impressive. It's just a matter of taste with me not liking the more symmetrical little spikes right there on the tendril parts. But I just love how this came out. When you hold this thing, it feels really weird. There's so many little spiky little details. It's just, I don't know, it's stimulating to the touch. I like it. It sounds really weird saying it out loud. It sounds really gross. Ooh, this is not really good. Oh, there it goes. It kind of lines. Yeah, this could have been centered a little bit better right there. But yeah, for real, when you hold this thing, it feels weird. It's like, whoa, what am I holding? We get beautiful painted toes right over there. And we do get peg holes at the bottom of the feet as well. I don't remember seeing, oh, there's the serial number right over there. Yep. So again, I love that this figure has the ball joint and hinge. It's not even really that noticeable. It blends in very nicely. I'm happy with that. Look how far up he could look. So I love this articulation. You can shift the heads forward and back like a pile driver, and he will look down very far as well. You get side to side motion and some head pivoting right here. You get the butterfly joints. Like I said, it does feel a little hindered due to that sculpt, but you can see that it is moving forward and back enough. So I like that. Shoulders move outward that far. They move down all the way. They do rotate a full 360. And by the way, I got to mention, I'm not seeing any kind of serious chewing or damage or anything like that to my joints over here. So I'm really happy with that. So you get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then the hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. Ab crunch forward, ab crunch back, waist swivel. No drop down hips, but you can move them outward that much, and you can get them to kick that far, back a little bit, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. Actually feels like it could bend in a little further than that, so that's pretty good range of movement. Boot rotation, or calf rotation anyway. Ankles move down, they move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivots. Now to measure out the height of this new Carnage figure, you could see that he is standing right at 6.5 inches tall, maybe just barely under that 6.5 inch mark. And then for your Carnage comparison, we have the Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure Waves Carnage, and then the same figure again with the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure Waves Carnage. And I really liked these two figures over here, but holy crap, yeah, this one just takes it to another level, and I'm so stoked about the parts being interchangeable with this. You know, you can go ahead and take this axe accessory, and you could port it right into this Carnage's right hand right here. So if you want to add that to your new Carnage, you totally can. Swapping one of the other one's hands on there. I mean, I like seeing the tendrils on here and everything, and it looks like it's the same sculpt, but they just added it on here, right? It looks like it's the same exact hand. But yeah, that looks pretty cool too, but I prefer having this hand on there. And it would have been nice to get another axe with all the black goop, you know, mixed in there and everything, but still, I think it's sick that you can mix these around. And then here's the new Carnage figure. Next to a couple other notable Carnage figures, we have the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Carnage, and then we have the Marvel Select Carnage right over here. Both of these are incredible figures, and this is the only Marvel Select Carnage that you have ever seen. The only Marvel Select Carnage you have ever seen. I don't want to get in trouble. Then here's the new Carnage figure next to the Red Goblin, and I definitely had to see a head swap right over here. Well, I don't know about putting the regular Carnage head on this body, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to see how that looked right there, and that's kind of interesting. I don't know. Kind of neat. It's another option. He has no tail, though. And then here's the new Carnage figure. Next to a couple Eddie Brock Venom figures, we have the Marvel Legends Monster Venom Build-A-Figure Waves Venom, and then we have the Deluxe Venom. And that Venom. And then here's the new Carnage figure. Next to a couple of Mafex figures, we have the comic versions of Spider-Man and Venom, and he scales okay over here, and I am definitely ordering that Mafex Carnage. Well, I do have it pre-ordered, so yeah, I will review that. And then here's the new Carnage figure. Next to the only other figure from this wave that I reviewed, we have the movie Venom figure right there, and then here we have the Vintage Collection Retro Spidey. And then here's the Absolute Carnage. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Hey, Sonny, what'd you do with all your skin? And what happened to your shoes? What's with you kids? Ah! So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please do me a favor and don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. It helps this channel out a lot. And a big thanks to all the people that go an extra mile over here helping out this channel as well via Patreon. If you're interested in being a supporter and you'd like to get early access to some of these videos, check it out, link below. This figure is a lot of fun. I really love the sculpted detail and paint apps on it. It's just very impressive. I have gripes with it though, man. I don't like some of those more symmetrical spikes on the tendril pieces. I still don't know what's up with that. If you know, let me know in the comments section. And then there's, I wish we had some interchangeable parts for the hands too. Some more interchangeable parts would have really sent this thing over the edge, but it's a great figure. It is incredible. I'm very, very happy with it. And I love both of the head sculpts. I just wish, the regular Carnage head came out a little cleaner on mine, but still at the price point of around 25 bucks, I'm going to give this new Carnage figure a Sud rating of
I love it! Two, please!
And yeah, this has got to be my new Carnage. I need an Absolute Carnage and then a regular Carnage. So I will definitely have at least one of these figures posed with the Absolute Carnage head on the display because I think it's worthy of it, man. I gotta have two of these. I do love it. But anyway, again, I'd like to know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news and a photo gallery of images from this video, you can find it over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to follow me on social media, catch me at Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.